You know that moment when someone is so blatantly rude, so unapologetically selfish, that you almost can't believe they exist? Well, I met her in my store, and she thought she could walk all over me and an elderly man without consequences. But let's just say, she learned the hard way that karma sometimes moves very fast. If you've ever wished you could serve instant justice to someone who deserved it, this story is for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around, because by the end, you'll be cheering right alongside the sweet old man who witnessed it all. I used to work at a busy retail store, the kind with multiple checkout registers and a constant flow of customers. On weekends, it was chaos. People with overflowing carts, kids running around, and the endless beeping of scanners filling the air. That day, I was second on call, meaning when the first register's line got too long, I'd jump in, open my station, and help clear the backlog. Pretty straightforward, until she showed up. It started off normally enough. I got the call over the headset. Register 1 is backed up. Open register 2. So I walked over, turned on my light, and followed store policy. I made eye contact with the next person in line, in this case, an older gentleman, probably in his late 70s, and gestured politely for him to follow me. He nodded, started gathering his items from the belt, and that's when she appeared. I swear, it was like a hawk spotting prey. She paced up from behind him, didn't even look at him, and with this bold, almost aggressive energy, she just shoved her items onto my conveyor belt. No hesitation. No glance at the man she'd just cut off. I froze for a split second, my brain trying to catch up. Then I leaned forward and said, "Ma'am, I'm actually opening for this gentleman here." She didn't miss a beat. She looked me straight in the eye and, with this smug little smirk, said something in her language that translated perfectly to, "Life is for the quick ones." The audacity. I felt my jaw tighten. My hands instinctively curled into fists at my sides. I could feel that little spark of anger heating up in my chest, the one you get when someone's not just rude, but proud of it. I was ready to push the issue, but the older man, bless his heart, gave me this little wave. His eyes were kind, and he just mouthed, "It's okay." So I let it slide. On the outside? On the inside? Oh, I filed that moment away. Because if there's one thing I believe, it's that instant karma is the best karma. I began scanning her items. She stood there, still with that smug look, like she'd won some kind of competition. Her eyes darted to her phone, then back to the register. She pulled out a large banknote to pay. I took it, counted out the change, and had it all ready in my hand. That's when she looked up and said, "Oh wait, I think I have the exact change." And she started digging. Her purse was like a black hole. She was pulling out receipts, coins, a lipstick, more coins, a crumpled tissue, more coins. The seconds dragged on. People behind her started shifting uncomfortably. I could feel my own patience wearing thin. And then it hit me. The perfect revenge. Without saying a word, I took the full change I'd already counted, and with the gentlest little smack, I placed it down right in front of her. I leaned in just slightly, gave her my most radiant, customer service perfect smile, and said, "Life is for the quick ones." The way her face changed in that moment, pure gold. The smirk vanished. Her lips pressed into a tight line. She snatched the change without a word, stuffed it into her purse, and stormed off like she'd just been personally insulted, which, let's be honest, she had. And as she walked away, the older gentleman, who had been watching the whole thing, caught my eye, and gave me a slow, triumphant thumbs up. That was it. My day was made. You know that feeling when justice lands just right? It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was subtle, surgical, and oh so satisfying. She had tried to outsmart and outpace everyone, but in the end, Her own motto got flipped right back at her. And honestly, I think that's the best kind of revenge. The kind where they realize in the moment that you've beaten them at their own game. It's funny how people reveal who they are in small moments. Some think life is a race where the rudest wins. But every now and then, you get to remind them, with a smile, that respect is still faster than arrogance. If this story gave you that warm, satisfied feeling, hit that like button and subscribe for more. And tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest but most satisfying revenge you've ever seen in real life? I want to hear your best ones.